from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
The Missouri Tigers wait for selection Sunday tomorrow to find out where they could place in the NCAA tournament, but as of today, the Tigers face another obstacle off the court. As mentioned earlier in the newscast, KOMU has confirmed forward Jordan Barnett was arrested earlier this morning on suspicion of driving while intoxicated. The senior has been a big part of the Tigers this season, leading the team along with fellow senior Cassius Robertson. Barnett is the team's second leading scorer, averaging 13.7 points per game. He is also the second on the team in rebounds and minutes played. If Barnett is not available for the tournament, that will leave the Tigers with only 7 scholarship players and 8 eligible players total. The Tigers were eliminated from the SEC tournament Thursday, but the SEC tournament continued well into this afternoon with the semifinals. And on the court in St. Louis, 4 teams who the Tigers actually defeated earlier in this season. In the first game, the Kentucky Wildcats continue to look strong. They roll past the Alabama Crimson Tide and Colin Sexton by the score of 86-63. Wenyan Gabrielle led the Wildcats, scoring 23 points with a perfect 7 for 7 from three-point land. In Game 2, a day after the Florida Gators were defeated by the Arkansas Razorbacks, the red-hot Tennessee Volunteers played against them, and Tennessee took a 19-point lead to halftime. They never looked back. Jordan Bone shot 8 from 11 from the field, leading the Vols with 19. So tomorrow it's Kentucky versus Tennessee for the SEC title at noon. While the madness of March picks up on the court, football teams across the country are hitting the field for spring practice, and the Missouri Tigers are preparing for their 3rd season under head coach Barry Odom. But the big talk for this spring is the Missouri Tigers returning Drew Lock for his senior season, along with the addition of new offensive coordinator Derek Dooley. Players said yesterday the new offense is much more intricate. Despite the adjustments, Locke believes that the offense is trending in the right direction early on.
We're going to run a lot of different plays this spring, and some of them will click, some of them won't click. Some of them won't make sense to maybe Albert or Kendall, or maybe not even me, or maybe Emmanuel, something like that, to where we're going to come together at the end of spring and really put it together on what we want to run.
On the diamond today, the Mizzou baseball team carried a 5-game winning streak into Saturday's doubleheader against LaSalle, and Michael Plasmeyer was on the mound. He was a crafty southpaw on the hill today for the Tigers, dealing in this one. He would finish with 10 strikeouts. Here, you're going to see quite a few of them. Plasmeyer allowed just 5 hits and 1 walk on the day. Some interesting uniform choices from LaSalle as well. As you can see, another strikeout from Plasmeyer. And the Tigers, they had some good offense rolling. 4 runs in the first, but after that, they would add 3 in the third. Tony Ortiz with a double to center. That scored 2. And then Ortiz would come home on this blooper from Paul Gomez that drops in the perfect spot. But fast forward to the 8th inning, the Tigers are up 7-1. Plasmeyer runs into trouble for the first time all day. He allowed 1 run with the bases loaded, but would survive the rest of it. A strikeout for the second out of the inning, and then a flyout to close his day. Plasmeyer goes a strong 8 innings, and the Tigers finish Game 1 on top 7-1. In the nightcap, much more of the same for the Tigers. Mizzou finishes the series sweep of LaSalle, winning 7-0. Andy Tolkien pitches 6 shutout innings, and Trey Harris extends his hitting streak to 9 games. The Tigers start conference play next weekend on the road in LSU. And in Knoxville, Mizzou softball dropped its 2nd straight game to the 4th-ranked Vols this weekend, 7-0. Mizzou had just 1 hit on the day as Tennessee pitching duo Maddie Moss and Gabby Sprang dominated the Tigers. The series finale is tomorrow at 12:30. And that's sports.